Okay. A very good morning, children. Welcome back to the online session of subject mathematics of 6th class. I hope so. You all are very fine and staying healthy in the present situation. So, in the previous class, we have completed some of the properties like a commutative property, associative property, closure property. Like this, we have completed, and we have saw some of the problems. Okay. So, in the today's class, we shall discuss one more property regarding this whole numbers. Okay. So, that property is called a distributive property. Distributive property. So, in the name itself it is saying. So, what is the meaning by distributive? So, distributive means distributing any type of things, any chocolates, distributing books, distributing papers, distributing question papers, like this you might be knowing. Is it right, children? So, distributive property. So, here whatever the distributive is, so this will be distributing to each and every person. Okay. So, suppose one material is so distributing to the two persons, so two or more number of persons. Okay. So this is about distributive property. So in this distributive property, there will be considered only two basic operations. So what are the two basic operations? Means one is multiplication and addition. Okay. So distributive property will be going on with the help of multiplication. Over addition. So that means in this property there will be only two basic operations. So in one property only there will be two basic operations. So how it will be means, so multiplication it will be distributed to the additions. Multiplication will be distributed to the additions. So suppose here also there will be three whole numbers. We have to consider the three whole numbers. So in these three whole numbers, so one whole number should be distributed to the two whole numbers. One whole number should be distributed to the two whole numbers with the help of positive symbol, with the help of addition symbol, Okay. So how it means, suppose you take for these numbers, here also you should get the same whole number only. For the result also you should get the same whole number only. So suppose you take any number. So 25 I am taking one whole number. Next 17 I am taking another whole number. Next 4 I am taking another whole number. So 25, 7, 4 I am taking as a three whole numbers. So these three numbers you have to distribute. So whatever the first number is, you should distribute to the two numbers. So 25 you should distribute for the two numbers. So how you should distribute means, you can see here. Okay. First 25 into 17 plus 4. 25 into 17 plus 4. Here we have to use two basic operations. In one property only two basic operations will be coming. So 25 you should distribute with the 17 and 4 with the help of addition. So how you should distribute means, you should write as 25 into first one into 17 brackets plus next 25 into 4. Okay, like this you have to distribute. So 25 into 17 plus 25 into 4. Okay, 25 into 17 plus 25 into 4. Okay, so after doing this one, so the result from the LHS part and the result from the RHS part, both should be get same answer only. Both should get the same answer, and the two answers should be the whole numbers only. Both should be equal first of all, and the two answers should be the whole numbers only, not any other number. Okay. So like this this is about the property of a distribution. Okay. So first suppose you take this number only. So 25 into 17 plus 4. So how you should do? So 25 into 7. So first brackets you should solve. So 25 into 17 plus 4. What is 17 plus 4? 17 plus 4 is 21. Is it right, children? 17 plus 4 is 21. Okay. So 25, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Next. So first you should solve this one. 25 into 21. What is 25 into 21? So you should do this one. 25 into 21. First 1 into 5, 5. 1 into 2, 2. 2 into 5, 10. 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. Okay. 5, 2, 5. Okay. 525 is the answer. So 25 into 21 is 525. Okay. So now the same result should come here also. So how you should do? First 25 into 17 you should do. So 25 into 17. So what is 25 into 17? So first 7 5s 35, 3, 5 here, 3 in the next place. So 7 2s 14, 14 plus 3. 14 plus 3 is 17. 14 plus 3 is 17. Next down 1 into 5, 1, 5. 1 into 2, 2. Add this one 5. 7 plus 5, 12, 2, 1. Next 2, 3, 4. 425. So 25 into 17 is 425. Okay. I hope so you have understood. Now plus this bracket you should do. 25 into 4. 25 into 4 is directly 100. 25 into 4 is directly 100. Now 425 plus 100. So 425 plus 100. What is the total you should do? Add this two. 5 plus 0, 5. 2 plus 0, 2. 4 plus 1, 5. So what is the result? 525. So 525, 525. First, these two are equal. Is it right? Now, and these two are whole numbers only. So I think so you have observed and you have understood very easily. So first of all, the two answers should be very equal. And afterwards, 2 should be the whole numbers only, because we are discussing about the whole numbers only. So this is about the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Multiplication over addition. Okay. So what is the statement you have to take? If A, B and C, if A, B and C are any three whole numbers, then A plus of B plus C is equals to A plus B into B plus C. A plus B into B plus C. A plus of A into B plus C is equals to A into B plus C is equals to A into B plus A into B plus B into C. A into B plus B into C. So this is a property, distributive property of multiplication over addition. If A, B, C are any three whole numbers, then A into B plus C is equals to A into B plus B into C is also a whole number and satisfies distributive property. Okay, like that is a statement. Okay, so for every whole number if you take means you can able to satisfy that one. So only multiplication over addition will satisfy, compulsory it will satisfy. Suppose if you take 0 also, it will be satisfied. So if you want, you can check any number with the help of 0. So suppose you can take here. So instead of 4 here. So instead of 17 you can take 0. Okay, instead of 17 take 0. So 25 into 0 plus 4 is 4. Okay. So 25 into 4 is 100. Okay, here answer is 100. Now here 25 into 0. 25 into 0 is 0. Plus 25 into 4 is 100. So 0 plus 100 is 100. So 100 and 100 both are equal and both are whole numbers only. So if you take 0 also, the numbers will be satisfying the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay. So this is about the distributive property. Okay. So next, one more property you can see, children. So last property, children, we shall discuss. What is the last property? Identity. Identity for addition and multiplication. For addition and multiplication identity. So here what is the identity? Identity means any one number. Any one number should be the single number. So here first of all, what is a whole number set? Whole number set is W is equals to set of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, like and so on. So this is a whole number set. So for this whole number set, so you have to satisfy the identity property. So identity property means suppose, for example, suppose when you are adding these two numbers, so 7 plus 3, what it will become? So 7 plus 3 is a 10. So if you are adding any two whole numbers, you are getting another whole number. Is it right? So this is a closure property under addition. Okay. So like this, whenever you are adding any, you are adding 1 to 1 instead of any number. Suppose you are adding 7 plus. So instead of 1, if you are adding 0, instead of adding any another whole number, if you are adding 0, so what will become? So identity means same person or same thing. Okay. So identity means equal. So here what is the meaning of identity? Identity means equal. Okay. So whatever the number, whatever the number we are taking, so the same number should be come in the result. The same number should be come in the result. So for that, what you should add? If you add 0 means you will be getting the same number. So 7 plus 0 is equals to 7 only. So suppose if you take 1, if you take 1 means 7 plus 1 will become 8. That means here this is one number, this is another number. So there is no identity. So unequal identity. So if you want the same identity means what you should do? So if you want the same number as you have taken in the LHS part means, so you should add with the 0. So 0 means no, you are not supposed to take any number for that, for the addition. For the addition you are not supposed to take any number. So 7 plus 0 is equals to 7. Okay. So this is the identity for addition. So in the addition you should take the 7 plus 0 or any whole number plus 0. Suppose if you want to take 0, 0 plus 0 is equals to 0. So that is also identity, additive identity. So here in the addition if you want to take, if you want to get the same number, so what you should take? You should get the 0 for the addition of a given number. Okay. So this is the identity. So what is the additive identity? If you so additive identity of addition, suppose if A is any whole number, then A plus 0, then A plus 0 should equals to A only. A plus 0 is equals to A only. So then that property satisfies the additive identity. Okay. So I hope so you are understanding very easily. So here this is about the property. Suppose A plus 0 is equals to A. Suppose 1000 plus 0 is equals to 1000 only. Same number if you get means, so identity, both are equal. So how it is, when it is possible? If you are adding 0 to this number, then only same number is coming. So if you add another whole number, the number will be changed in the result. So this is about the additive identity. Okay. So next, in the additive identity, multiplication. In the identity multiplication, so when you should get the same result, so that you have to identify. Suppose, see children, so suppose 1 into 9 is it? 1 into 9. So what is 1 into 9? So 9 is it. 1 into 9 is 9 is it. So next, 25 into 4 is 100. Is it right? Next, 17 into 2. What is 17 into 2? 34. Okay. So next, 10,000 into 1. What is 10,000 into 1? 10,000 only. Okay, is it right, children? I hope so you are understand. So here, so identity means equal. Identity means equal. In the multiplication, so when you are getting the equal number with what you have taken, so suppose you are taking 10,000. You are taking 10,000. So you are multiplying with 1. So what is the result? The result is also same, equals to the number you have taken in the LHS part. So here, so 10,000 into 1 is equals to 10,000. So that means, suppose whenever you are suppose a is any whole number, then a into 1 is equals to a only. A into 1 is equals to a only. Then the identity of multiplication is a multiplicative identity satisfies. Suppose if you take 0 means a into 0. So a into 0 means 0 into something is 0 only. So the both are not equal. So this is a, this is 0. Suppose you take 25 into 0. 25 into 0 means what? So 0 into something is 0. So this both are not equal. Is it right, children? So both are not equal. So that means here additive multiplicative identity does not satisfy. So when it is satisfying, if you are multiplying any whole number with 1, then only it is satisfying. So both are getting equal. Then here only the property is satisfying. So what is the multiplicative identity property? So if a is any whole number, if you want to write, you can write. If a is any whole number, then a into 1 is equals to a is also a is a multiplicative identity property, and it satisfies the multiplicative identity property. Okay, like that you have to write this identity property. Okay, so this is about these all are called the properties of whole numbers. So from first onwards, so how many properties we have seen? So the first one is closure property under 4 arithmetic operations. Second one is commutative property. Next, associative property. Next, distributive property. Next, identity property under addition and multiplication. So 5 properties we have seen in the whole numbers. So in the next class, in the 7th class also, you will be having these properties somewhat detailed, somewhat as a pre-reading activity. You will be having these properties. Okay, so these are about the properties, children. Now we shall go on with the exercise part, children. So exercise 2.2. So 2.1 is completed. 2.2 we have to see. So the first bit. What is the first bit means? I am reading the question. Give the results without actually performing the operations using the given information. So you have to you have to find the results. You have to find the results without performing the actual operations. So you are not supposed to add, you are not supposed to subtract. So with the help of whatever the operations are there, so with the help of that only you have to say directly. Okay, so the first one. So in this, the first bit, first one, a problem. So 28 into 19, 28 into 19 is equals to 532. 532. Then 19 into 28 is equals to how much? So this is the question. So 28 into 19 is 532. Then 19 into 28 is how much? So here if 28 into 19 is 532, then 19 into 28 is how much? So by seeing this one, what you can say, a into b is equals to b into a. So commutative property under multiplication. So by seeing the question, you should identify. So a into b, b into a is a. So a into b is equals to b into a. So this is also equals to 532 only. So this is the answer. So commutative property under multiplication. So you should write. So is equals to 532. So this is commutative property under multiplication. Like that you have to end the answer. So next B problem. B is if A into B is equals to C, then instead of this one, if 58 plus 42 is equals to 100, then 42 plus 58 is equals to how much? So first see the question. 58 plus 42, this is A, this is B. So A plus B is equals to some answer. Then B plus A is equals to how much? So A plus B is equals to always B plus A only in the whole number. So every number is a whole number only. So there are no negative numbers are there in the question. So every number is a whole number. So A plus B will become B plus A. So both are equal only. So what is this property? So this is also commutative property only under addition. So A plus B and B plus A are given. So what is 42 plus 58? This is also 100 only. Okay. So like this you have to do the problem. Next step. See last one in this bit. If A plus B is equals to D, then B plus A is equals to how much? So if A plus B is equals to B, if A plus B is equals to D, then B plus A is equals to how much? So what you should consider? So here also A plus B is a B plus A. So both are all are whole numbers only. So next A plus B is given, B plus A is given. So A plus B is equals to B plus A. So commutative property, which symbol is a? Addition symbol is a commutative property under addition. So that means B plus A is equals to D. You should write D just. Okay, this is the first bit, children. Okay, I think so you have understood very easily. So next we shall go with the second bit in this exercise. What is second bit? Find the sum by suitable arrangement. Find the sum by suitable arrangement. So you should do some sort of arrangement systems. So the first one is 238 plus 695 plus 162. So find the sum. Okay, I am writing the question. Find the sum by suitable arrangement. Okay. So with the help of your convenient arrangements, you should find the sum of this problem. So first, so 238 plus 695 plus 162. So here there are three whole numbers. So three whole numbers addition, there is no property like that. So but here there is one property. So first you make your convenient additions. So 238 plus 695 plus 162 means first if you want to do this two addition means you can't add very easily. Okay, so make it convenient. So how you should make convenient means so see every numbers ones place digits. Every numbers ones place digit. So here what is there? 8. Here 5. Here 2. So you want to mix two numbers as like this: 1 9 2 8 3 7 4 6 5 5. So like this you have to mix. So suppose if you are having 8 and 2 means then what is 8 plus 2? 8 plus 2 is 10. You will get the answer in the tens or hundreds or thousands like that. Okay, so that you can add or multiply very easily. So like this you have to check 1 9. So 2 8. For additions you should check like this. So 1 9 2 8 7 3 4 6 5 5. So which two numbers are having this type of number? So 238 162. So in the 162 2 is there, 238 8 is there. So that means here these two you should keep at one place. So 238 plus 162, and you should keep a bracket. Okay. So afterwards plus 695. You should write it as a separate. Okay. So now here what is this one? This is A. This is B. This is C. A plus B of plus C. So A plus B of plus C. So is equals to A plus of B plus C. Is it right, children? So this is one of the associative property. Okay. A plus B of plus C is equals to A plus of B plus C. Is it right, children? Same like this only it is there. Okay. So this is a associative property under addition. Okay. So after writing this one, so you should do the addition. So 238 plus 162. What is 238 plus 162? You do 238 plus 162. So 8 plus 2 addition. 8 plus 2 is 10. 0, 1. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. 0, 1. 2, 3, 4. So answer is 400. Answer is 400. So 8 plus 2, 10, 0, 1. 6 plus 3, 9 plus 1, 10. 2, 3, 4. 400. So next plus 695. 400 plus 695, how much? So 400, 600. 695 means you can write as 600 plus 95. So 600 plus 400 is 1000. 1000 plus 95, 1095. So you can do like this here. Okay. So you can check here. 695 plus 400. So 5 plus 0, 5. Addition. 9 plus 0, 9. 6 plus 4, 10. What is the answer? 1095. 1095 is the answer. So you keep comma like this. Okay. To know that this is one of the system of numeration. So this is the answer. Okay. 1095 is the answer. So next B problem. So only this one is children. So next problem is I will give as a homework. Okay. With this second bit is completed. Now third bit we shall see. Like this only there will be. And so additions or multiplications or everything it will be. Next. Third bit is product. Find the product. Find the product. Find the product by suitable arrangement. By suitable arrangement. So with the help of suitable arrangements, you should find the product. In the previous bit, you have find the sum. Now you should do the product. Product means, what do you mean by product? Product means multiplication. You should multiply them. So now you try to do these problems. Okay. So first one is I am doing. So 25 into 1963 into 4. 25 into 1963 into 4. So this type of problems will be given. So there are 3 whole numbers and 3 are whole numbers only. A, B, C are there. So by seeing this one, you should do the suitable arrangement. You should do. So here also same, convenient. So you should take as a tens number. So suppose if you add this two, if you multiply these two numbers, 4 into 3 is 12. 12 is not a tens number. Okay. Suppose 4 into 5. 4 into 5 is 20. 4 5 is 20. That means here tens number is coming. So either 10, 20, 30, 40, 400, 500, 600, 700. So that type of numbers is there means you should combine those two. Okay. So here 25 into 4. I am combining and I am writing into 1963. 2 are multiplications only. So 25 into 4 into 1963. A into B into C. A into B into C is equals to A into B, A into B into C. This is also associative property only. So A into B into C is equals to A into B into C. That means exchanging the partners. Exchanging the partners and another person is seeking. Okay. So first 25 into 4. Do this brackets. 25 into 4 is 100. Okay. Into 1963. So 100 into 1963. What is 100 into 1963? 1963 into 1 is 1963. How many zeros are there? 2 zeros. Write down 2 zeros as usual. Okay. After writing, you place the commas, comma in the Indian system of numerations. So comma, next comma. So for this type of answers, he will give one more question. So find the product by suitable arrangement and write the answer in the international system of numeration or in the Indian system of numeration. Suppose here 6 digits has came. So for this type of answer, he will ask and write the answer in the international system of numeration. That means you should place the commas. Compulsory you should place the commas. So already you have learnt about the Indian system of numeration and the international system of numeration and how to write the place names and how to write the number names also. So international system means just starting from the left side, you should keep 1 comma after 3 digits, and here after 3 digits 1 more comma. Here only 3 digits are there, you should stop. Okay, Indian system means starting from the left side, you should keep 1 comma at the after 3 digits and another comma should be at after 2 digits. Okay, and here only 1 digit is there, so keep it like that. So 1,96,300. Okay, this is the answer for this problem. Okay, this is about the product using suitable arrangements. Okay, if 4 digits are there, combine as 2. Okay, combine 2. So now here for 3 digits we have combined this 2. So for 4 digits means this one and another number is there, means you combine that one and you do the product. This one at a time, this one at a time, and for this result and for this result you do multiplication here. Okay, like that. So this is about the third bit. Okay, so these are the 3 bits, children, and now I am giving you some homework from this 3 bits, and okay, try to do them as in your home. Okay, so very easy problems only. If you try means you will get. Okay, so first bit. What is the first bit? Give the results. Give the results. Give the results without actually performing the operations using the given information. Okay, first one. If 64 plus 36 is equals to 100, then 36 plus 64 is equals to how much? B. If 1 into 10,50,347 is equals to 10,50,347, then 10,50,347 into 1 is equals to how much? So these are the 2 problems. Next, C. If A plus C is equals to B, then C plus B, C plus A is equals to how much? This is the first bit. Next, second bit. What is second bit? Find the sum. Find the sum using suitable arrangement. Okay, and first one. In this first one is 192 plus 365 plus 208. Okay. Next, third bit. Find the product. Find the product using suitable arrangement. First one, 2 into 2019 into 50. Okay, these are the problems, children. So first bit, second bit and third bit, whatever the bits we have discussed, on the base only I have given the homework problems, children. So try to do them in your home, and I hope so you will do very easily. So in the next class we shall complete this exercise part, and we should go with one more topic. Okay, so thank you for attending my class, children. Have a good day, children. Thank you.